mountain lake of Revegetation, south of Arnissa, amongst the biggest in the country. Revegetation, the surrounding mountains, the rivers and lakes in the area were a unified ecosystem. Since 1955, the lake's surface area has gradually been decreasing. It was about 75 square kilometers, and today it is about 40 square kilometers. This is mainly due to the National Hydroelectric Power Station. The first blow is the destruction of the fish population. The consequences are enormous for the land and for the quality of people's lives. In Arnissa, about 100 families used to live from fishing. Today, fishing is restricted, and the lake water is not what it used to be in the 1950s or the 1960s. The borough of Arnissa is providing 2,000 hectares of its public land for a daring venture, sowing this land using a method that was inspired by Masanobu Fukuoka.
Big tree, many kinds fruit, vegetables, rock, berries, oatmeal. 世界中に巻いて。Change, please, world. Desert change.
Chemicals and fertilizers destroy the fauna and flora. Bare mountains because of overgrazing. Tired land from man's attempts to always increase production. Farmer, plant pathologist, philosopher and poet, Fukuoka has traveled around the world, devoting his life to this single cause, the revegetation of the infertile and deserted areas of the world.
自分は前に何年か前にパナスと一緒にヨーロッパ5、6カ国回ったけれど、イタリアのフィレンツェから来たオーストリア、スイス、フランス。
I first traveled around Europe about 17 years ago, looking at nature in Austria, in Holland, in France, in Italy. I saw that it was beautiful, but not genuine. It was an imitation of nature. It looked like a picture postcard. Travelling through the Greek countryside, I was greatly surprised to see the first signs of wilderness. Here we could grow plants using natural methods.
集団では人種が多いと。インドは。アメリカは西海岸あたりは
A lot of work has been done in India using this method of successive sowing, also in America. But the biggest effort so far has definitely been here in Greece.
グループとしてやっている。ところが一つの面積でいうと、ここは むしろ最大になるんじゃないかと。今度の計画が実現してね、成功したら、
Having in mind aerial seeding, 60 tons of local soil was mixed with various seeds and cotton. Cotton is used to retain the moisture and to lighten the pellet. An unexpected rain spoiled the attempt, and some seeds started to grow. The soil mixture had to be disposed of, and so the seeds were thrown onto the hills of Arnissa. Apart from the use of local soil, 10 tons of thin red clay was mixed together with pulp newspaper or cotton and wet seeds. All this was put into the concrete mixing drums. This process of preparing the seed is the key to success. The successive layers of soil, 5 times thicker than the size of the seed, and its lightness, make a well-made pellet. When the pellets have dried, they are all mixed together. Each pellet contains 2 or 3 seeds. The rich mixture guarantees success. Even though the ideal thing, according to Fukuoka, is to use various kinds of seeds, 100 in the best of cases. In this effort, only 25 different types were used. The seeds were provided by the Ministry of Agriculture and the National Institute of Agrarian Research. These were mainly forestry seeds, while fruit trees, cereals and herbs were used in lesser quantities. Pine tree, acacia, aza, maple, rye, wheat, clover, beans, peas, apricots, peaches.
このデザートを見本にするフォトグラムと出す場合に、ここぐらい素晴らしい舞台はないと。ここほど成功したら、
Ahead of us, there is a
誰が
lake,
写真撮っても、
but
誰
there
が
are
撮
no
っても、
trees around.
この雄大な景色でデザートがチェンジして、
Up to now, our effort has not been applied in an environment providing such ideal conditions as in this
モデ
area.
ルになるところはない。だからその点でパナスはね、偉いところ
If
につ
this
けたな
place
と。
becomes green with trees and
湖があっ
plants,
て、
then it will be a place that people from all over the world would come to visit.
景色はいいの鳥居で、これが今度ねジャングルのグリーンのジャングルになったらもう誰が見てもこれはもう舞台装置とオペラか何かの芝居の舞台としたら最高の舞台だと思う。だから、パラダイス。
If this place changes, if it is transformed into a paradise, then in this place, truth, goodness and beauty can coexist with true art.
美と真と善とグッド、人間の住む場所では最もいい場所がここにできるんじゃない。だから、
The art that we know is the art of the human mind. It does not have anything to do with the great art of nature.
一番
The arts of man and the art of God are absolutely different things.
例えば絵で見てもね、この頃の描いて、
If you draw nature, it is your mind that has this idea. It is not the true image of paradise, but an image of our minds. Hundreds of people took part in this work, foreign and Greek volunteers, farmers from all over Greece, school children from Arnissa and Arnissa sowed 3,000 hectares. The seeding will continue, and the aim is to eventually sow 10,000 hectares. The plants that will grow and survive after 1 year will be the ones suitable for this soil and climate, and will create the proper ground cover for growing trees. The idea is that if 10,000 hectares of forest is created over a period of 10 years, the rainfall will increase, because rain does not come from the sky. It is drawn from the ground itself.
far, 遠い。こういう観念が
Short, near,
遠い、近い。
far, fast, slow.
はい。
Through such discriminations of space, time is
そういう観
born.
念が時間になっている。時間というのは
Time that was invented by the human mind is that of the clock.
それの
Nature's time
象
is
徴
the
したの
sun
が
that
時計。
rises and sets.
人
Sets
間の
and
時間はこの
rises.
時計の時間だ。 自然の力、時間というのは太陽はこう
The same
朝上がっ
function.
て
Always the same.
また
Fast and slow, far and near, do not exist in nature.
45
Nature's
億年が
time, this very moment, may be eternal, and eternity may last a moment. Do you think it is moving fast, or is it moving slowly? Fast, slow. None of these things really exist. The caterpillar, in 15 days, will transform itself into a butterfly, and it will live for 1 to 2 months. I do not know
100年より
if that insect thinks whether it lives more than 100 human years.
取るかもしれない。
All such measurements
その隕石
derive strictly from human knowledge. The fact that they differ, that we discriminate everything in opposites. When you see with your 2 eyes, you think there is near and far.
自然の時間は
These 80 years of my life, and through my experience, I think that man's time and nature's time are totally different. This moment is a long moment. Even 60 years is just a moment. When we talk about Greece, Japan, it's all the same. They are no different.
人間は
There is no time nor space.
アンドタイム全く
Man
分かってない。
does not know anything about space, time, the universe.
Σοκράτες. Λουβιάδη.
Ο Σοκράτης είναι βρίσκεται ψηλά. Πλάτωνας είναι πιο κάτω.
Κάντο, Χέγελ. Down, here.
Καντ και Χέγελ όλο ένα και πιο κάτω.
What we know about Socrates is through the writings of Aristotle and Plato, since Socrates himself never wrote a line. He lived in troubled times when social criticism wasn't always acceptable, and he has passed into the memory of humanity as a wise man who searched for the roots of human existence. His sayings last through the ages. I submit to nothing but reason. Here, reason refers to the cause, the thought, the mind, the meaning of order within a chaotic nil. The cause that produces a reasoned result, or creation to take place. Fukuoka draws ideograms depicting the beginning of creation. The breath gave life to the universe, and the heart, together with the soil, is the driving force of that breath. Will is also the act of seeding. Proper action is inseparable from the moral good.
Πρόοδος και η αυτή μας οδήγησε η καταστροφή. Αυτοκαταστροφόμεθα.
20メーターの木があれば2000メーターいらん。チャイルド150を越して
150 παιδιά κάνανε τους βόλους μαζί με το στον τόπο είδε ότι μετά από 5 χρόνια ήταν μια ζούγκλα πραγματική από ποροφόρα δέντρα και λαχανικά.
Contadino sui sentimenti dei contadini che credo che sia una
mountain small house 湖があじゃあキリスト